Hey, good morning, guys. Turn this down a little bit. It's Ria here, just popping on to do a little message and perhaps some readings if anyone decides to come on. So I'll just give it a minute. Just give it a second, see if anyone wants to hop on. Just take a couple cards out here. I'll just wait and see if anyone wants to hop on. Just give it a couple minutes. I just wanted to hop on and deliver a message and maybe some readings before I head out. See if anyone's there. Just give it a second. It's early, so. Hey, Donna. Thank you for joining from Florida. Yeah, I spent the last few years in Florida and back in Maine. And this morning I woke up and it's 36, so it's refreshing. But I know in the dead of winter I'll be missing the Florida weather. I just wish, yeah, the winters were a little shorter here. Just waiting to see if anybody wants to pop on. I'm always kind of spontaneous and I don't really plan. And I just wanted to deliver a message today, and if anyone wants any personal reads. And Donna, if you want to share out, I'd appreciate it, and I'll give you a little mini read after the message. It's up to you. What part of Florida, Donna? Portland area. Right now I'm on Old Orchard Beach. Portland area. Are you from the South originally, or were you up here for a bit? Delray. Cool. It's all about the beaches for me. I love the coast. I was in Amelia Island when I was there. We were there. All right. It's kind of early here. Visited my friend in Port Kent, Maine. Ah, Fort Kent, yes. I haven't been there. I'm not even sure where that is. All right, so I'll probably end up doing a little mini live, and just people can watch the replay. Can't really, let me see if I can share out here. I'll take a message. All right. So I'm going to do a real quick collective message, and then I'll deliver you a message, Donna, just to kind of bring a focal point to what my message is. And what I like to do is just take a deep breath in to help bring us to our center, to kind of relax the mind and all the monkey chatter going up. And as we connect to our center, we're able to connect to the highest frequency available to us. We're able to connect to our higher self. We're always all of that, but it just brings our attention to it. We're not creating anything that we already aren't. We're just bringing focus and anchoring and grounding into our center, our heart, our God source energy. And I love to use this image. It's as if we are the light and our spiritual part has come down come into the physical experience here. So when we bring attention to that, we are bringing the highest frequency awareness to our physical experience, opening ourselves up to delivering the highest frequency guidance and information and receiving it as well. So we'll just take a nice deep breath in and hold it. Feel into your own energy. Just shut this off. Feel your vibration by energy vibrating, illuminating, getting brighter and brighter and brighter like a light bulb. And exhale. On the exhale, you can imagine um, bursting through that light bulb, and you're illuminating and embodying and being all of that light and love that you are. So this morning, I like to go, usually get my morning exercise in and go for a run, but something was really kind of pushing me to step in and stop and take a minute to do my message. And I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'll just stop and do my RIA on the run. Usually I go for a run and I'll deliver a message inspired by spirit because I'm relaxed. It's like active meditation, and a lot flows through me when I'm moving and my mind is relaxed and I'm breathing in the fresh ocean air or woods air, wherever I am. And this morning it kind of hit me that the subject matter about allowing, we hear that a lot, allowing and going with the flow. But what does that really mean, or how can we really utilize that in the moment? Because a lot of times we take concepts and ideas and things we're supposed to do and we make it kind of broader, and that's beautiful. In the moment, are we really allowing? Because what was coming to me was, yes, stop and do a message, but was I stopping the allowance by saying, no, I'll do it later? So in a way, this is just asking us to reflect on our own allowance. What are we allowing? Because a lot of times we are being nudged or guided to do something, but we get caught up in our head sometimes and want to control the amount of allowing, or control the circumstances, or control when we allow that. But if we're truly present in the moment and we're receiving guidance or being activated or stimulated or called to do something, we might push it away. And to me, that is almost resisting what we're being guided to. So I think today's message is really calling us and reminding us, again, a back to basic message on the subject matter of allowing. We always hear about allowing and going with the flow, but like for me, Am I live right now? Holy crap. All right, now I don't even know if I'm live. Some of your destinations have errors. Okay, I guess I'm live. Sorry about that. Okay. Am I live? All right, sorry about that. So for some reason my phone cut out and I'm like, what the heck, man? All right, so I was talking about allowance and going with the flow and how much are we truly allowing? I don't even know if there's a continuum from the beginning or if this is going to continue or start over now. I stopped, restarted my phone, and hopped back on. So it looks like it's taking off where it stopped. So we'll see here. So allowing, how much are we truly allowing? A lot of times we take these concepts, but it's really hard for us to actually utilize them in our everyday life. And I was using myself as an example, me wanting to go and do my thing, but yet I felt really called to, and I had a little of that spark and excitement within me to pop on and go live. So allowing, when you allow yourself, you entered the greater flow of the universal energy working behind the scenes, before you and behind the scenes, helping you to get in total alignment of your heart's desires, your soul's journey, and you're really just in the flow, or you can call it being even in the zone or entering your vortex. And a lot of times what I was just talking about is our mind wants to step in and control the situation, maybe using logic or past ideas or past beliefs or past systems or past even habits, just doing things out of habit, thinking, oh, I need to do this before I do that. And what they're bringing, Spirit is bringing to an example is, oh, I got to eat my dinner before I have my dessert. And a lot of times I know I am personally called to eat my dessert first. So Spirit is just kind of playing in the background, saying, using little examples like that, how we are taught and we're kind of ingrained in a certain thought form and we'll want to use certain procedures or schedules. And a lot of times Spirit is knocking on our door, but we're so ingrained in a certain thought form and think things have to be a certain way. We're not allowing the flow, the new energies, the new frequencies, new information to flow through us in that moment to the most or the capable or the greatest allowance that we could, because we're trying to interrupt the flow through our own preconceived ideas or the mind or the ego, and that kind of stunts the flow. Or what it does is it acts as a screen. So they're showing me a river, and the river's the flow, the emotions, the guidance, but sometimes our mind gets in the way, and they're really bringing to the forefront our old habits, beliefs that we're operating in and don't even really realize it because it's so habitual. And it's trained and conditioned in us. And when we do that, we put a screen, and what we do is we stop some of the flow. We're receiving some of the flow, but then we go and stop some of it. So Spirit is saying to be conscious and bring our awareness to what is trying to be allowed or flowed within us. And Spirit doesn't try. It's just always there. Spirit is saying it's not like you got to try and feel where you're supposed to be. It comes natural through your allowance, if that makes sense. So when we don't have to try to enter the flow, because sometimes we even try to enter the flow. We know we're supposed to be in the flow, and we might try to by forcing ourselves to get in a certain mindset. Spirit is saying just through the breath, coming to our center and just being with ourselves, we're in the flow automatically. And in holding that energy, then the guidance comes or the direction. Like I was saying, I kind of wanted to have my own direction this morning, but Spirit was saying, hey, you got this inspiration, hop on while it's fresh, while it's moving, while it's new, instead of stopping and trying to deliver later. And there are times, Spirit is saying, where we are giving snippets of information, and then we are supposed to tackle them later or step more fully into them later or build upon them little by little and deliver or step into something later, like an idea, a project, a business, a program, and anything that it is. We're given snippets. But when you know you're really kind of being pushed, our mind will really kind of try to fight or put a shield in front of that energy because the mind and the ego like to maintain some level or sense of control. So today's live is just about that, and I'm going to bring forth a collective message in an individual. Donna, if you're still there, I know you asked for a personal. Where in our life or what subject matter may we be kind of ignoring or pushing back or repressing a little bit, where we really need to allow that flow, that natural energy that's already within us that just wants to come to take form, come to the physical expression, because we really are holding all of that energy within. We already are all that we're meant to be, but the physical experience and the physical reality gets us to play in that energy. It gets us to expand in energy. It allows us to experience it in the physical, where everything is tangible and we have our senses and we have all of that density that we could work through, but it's a gift that allows us to experience ourself more fully, not just in theory. And Spirit is saying that's what allowance is. It's not just theory, but when we allow in the moment, we're giving that physical experience of that and what that entails and what can develop through that allowance. And allowance is just entering that flow fully. So sometimes we might want to put off things, and we call it procrastination. And there are times when procrastination is really being patient for divine timing. But there's also that other procrastination where our mind is procrastinating because it has another agenda, and Spirit, our higher self, is moving us to do something beyond that agenda. It wants us to let go of the agenda and enter that flow and allowance. So I'm going to do a quick collective, and then I will do a individual. You guys don't